We'll be doing. We are live, everyone. Welcome in, everyone who's here. Shelly, if you're still here, woman. Welcome. We got 6 people, so Shelly might still be here. Guys, give me 1 second just to share this clip. But welcome in. Hit that like button. Take a seat. You can see some of my holiday stuff up in the background. You can't see it that well because this webcam's not great, but over there is Venom and Spider-Man stuff. We're going to be talking about some information that dropped today for the new Universal Park in Texas, which, unless something goes wrong, which, you can't always predict the future. Um, you know, it should be opening next year and I should be going next year. So welcome in, Charlie. Good morning to everyone in here. We're going to be talking about our Universal Park over here. Share the screen and then it goes to this and that to go in. So welcome in, guys. I'm obviously not at Frisco, Texas. I'm sorry to disappoint anyone who's like, man, I wish you were there. Yeah, this is not how it worked. Okay, cool. So welcome in, everyone. Oh, I'm away a second because, wow, we lost people. So I guess wow. Either they were expecting me to be at Frisco or just they expected a different setup because. Well, good morning, everyone. So we're going to be looking at, this is the deep dive. It just came out this morning, everyone, for the new park. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unique lands, all different stuff. And as you can see, this is the hotel, which hopefully, if there are rooms available and it's not ridiculously expensive, whatever, I will be staying at this hotel. I can give you guys an overview of the hotel, the resort. We'll try to do a live stream there, work there, guys, because I would assume that there's not much they would want us to do live. I think the rides maybe we can't go on, but who cares? I don't care. If they'll let me film the rides, most of the rides don't have anything that big to film anyway. They're cool, but this is nothing about them that really screams like must. A lot of them are flat rides. We will get to talking about 1 or 2 of them that seem to have a little bit more in the storytelling department, but most rides, like even Puss in Boots, which I love, there'll be a show there, but there'll be also be a Puss in Boots ride that's like a flat ride. It's not really, it's themed to Puss in Boots, but it's not like a story attraction. I'm sure there'll be nice music and whatnot, but if I can't get you guys on those, I will feel totally lost. So let's start though with Curiosity IO or Island Curiosity, which is featuring Gabby's Dollhouse. Which now that I have seen the movie for Gabby's Dollhouse, I'm a little bit more excited about. When I first saw this, I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna be upset about. It's a kid show, I can't do anything about it. But like, yeah, if they do good music, let's go for it. You know what I mean? Did you know the F in Frisco, Texas stands for fun, everyone? And that there's going to be this new thing. So it's opening in 2026. You're hoping, like, I haven't seen official dates, but it's getting pretty close from what I can see the completion. Like, they are, if I'm not mistaken, painting on to the hotel already. So that, if not June, which is when I'll be going to Texas most likely. So we should be going next year unless something weird happens. We should be going here. One, don't, and because there's no dock rides or anything, I don't foresee you getting this up and running like normal. The flat rides and coasters that are off the shelf and whatnot. There will be theming, but nothing at the level like I'm trying to think of what land I can compare it to. It's hard to compare it to a land because it's kind of like a combination of like the dark ride fantasy land without dark rides, I guess, would be somewhat the theming of it a little bit, would probably be the best way to put it, I think. That's what I have to think of it as. All right. So this is a new resort made for kids. So it is made to cater to the little ones and their parents. We'll see how much parents enjoy it. I hope they do have a good time. I hope they're not just aiming for the kids because it's what Disney said. If you just aim for kids, you're dead. I hope they're all factoring in parents as well. I know they say it here, so you hope they're actually doing it. From the theming, which I am excited to see how they do the theming for this for these lands, entertainment and rides and hotels, everything is in mind. So the hotel obviously is colorful. It's going to be easy to navigate. It's got a pool, so family in the land. So this is a good park. I don't think it's going to be like a resort where you go for like a week, obviously. But I could see you wanting to stay 2 to 3 days if you are just trying to get out. And you might even go to the theme park every day. You might go to the theme park 1 or 2 of the days and then one day go travel around and just enjoy the nice, or just enjoy the hotel or something like that. I'm sure my wife will want to. I don't know how many days we'll stay there. It'll be on pricing and also just availability and all that stuff and just how it is a word where can are encouraged to play and to use their imagination, curiosity, and find ways to explore. So this is also the first time that they're going for this younger audience. So good for them. Enjoy it. I hope that they all minded though that the people paying are the adults. So hopefully once again they'll put in there. I'm an adult and I just want it to be fun. Because if I think it's fun, hopefully the kids think vice versa. Like that's the hope, right? And everything. Welcome in this morning. Good to see you. Leslie, good to see you. And so right now we're gonna and thank you for the comment. I believe Leslie, you left us a comment the other day, so thank you so much for the kind words. We appreciate it. Um, okay. Okay, so Universal is putting the resort part of the theme park's namesake to work as Universal's resort is bringing guests more than colorful theming, exciting rides, and nonstop fun. Oh, here we go. So posing as both the theme park entrance and a cozy place to stay with 300 rooms on site. So we'll see. That's why I'm saying like we'll see what the prices are. I'm staying one night unless it's like $500, which I don't think it will be. But if the rooms are fairly priced, I'm pretty sure I'll stay here because I'm kind of like they'll have to add more rooms at some point. It's like a hotel because 300 rooms. Someone could correct me. Is that a lot of rooms? I feel like I kind of want to check that out really quick. Sorry. Average, average hotel. Yeah. So there's no average, but these like medium ones they're saying are 100 to 200. So that seems low. I don't know. Oh my god, ew. Are you guys we're live at this though, right? Are we live? Wait, sorry, give me 1 second. It just like made me think that we were live there for a second. I'm really sorry. Is this still live? And I get an ad, and everyone left. So I'm like, did this just end? And like the ad killed it. I can't see anything because of the ads. I hate that so much. Creators just shouldn't have to deal with the ad thing. Sorry, are we still? I'm trying to see if we're still live. Are we still live? Let me know if we're still live. Yeah, it looks like we are. Okay, sorry. It just made it. There's like an arrow on my screen making me think that was not live. Okay. Okay, so they have a sensory garden, very nice. If the day becomes overwhelming, families can go there, cool off, and chill, and take a break. And like some sanctuary areas over, I would assume Legoland has them, but I know for a fact Seawood has them. Oh, not Seawood. Oh, not Seawood. Sorry, Sesame Street does. Mm, okay, no, they're making it. They're really making it sound like we'll see. But here are the lands that are coming up. Let's go to our first one right here. We have the Isle of Curiosity here. It's the center of this resort too. You will find this hub, which will feature Gabby's Dollhouse, which now that I like the movie, I'm very excited for this. So you will be able to have an immersive retail can meet their favorite character. Interesting. I hope there's let's see. Interesting. There's a dance party. Sorry, I'm just trying to find out if there's an attraction here. It's a dance party. Thank God goodness. So there'll be a cafe here that will have breakfast. It looks like and other snacks throughout the day. There'll be a cupcake place where you can buy cupcakes. Excuse me, sorry guys. Here's the morning still. Afterwards, head to Gabby's Catastic Dance Party. Show off your moves to Gabby yourself. So I'm assuming this will be similar to the other dance parties we've gone to at like Sesame Street, where there'll be a big area and there'll be kids dancing. So cool. And then there'll be a retail store and Gabby's Dollhouse to fill your needs. So there's no pictures here, but we'll go check more later. DreamWorks Shrek Swamp, which I actually kind of wonder is Shrek, Minions, or SpongeBob going to be the biggest here? Like, what's going to actually be the biggest? But you can see you got Shrek's going to be mean here. A lot of I'm sorry, guys. I am just tired this morning for no reason. Shrek is going to be mean here with Donkey and probably Fiona as well. Play as the ogres do in a swamp-themed playground, which is kind of similar to what they do in Florida. With Shrek join his young ones in the swamp as well. So I wonder if the kids will be in any way be there, but we will have a hop on. There's a ride here. This is one of the only rides, guys. That was like a flat, just it's just a vehicle that's gonna move. But it's one of the only rides that's gonna have like a story with it. So they're gonna have this cute little ride, and it's gonna be kind of similar to like them pushing a little car where they tell the story to their kids, but you're gonna be in the car and all of that. And I'll show you guys some art later on that it looks to be about part of it. Oh man, I'm behind too much. All right, you'll get to retrieve, relive the quest to rescue Princess Fiona from the fiery dragon. So we'll see how that works, and how the love came to life. So very cool. Shrek and Fiona. Oh, maybe no Donkey. They're actually not saying Donkey, so maybe Donkey's not here. That would be kind of insane, but there's a chance Donkey won't be me here. There's also going to be an area for the kids. It looks like it's going to be one dry and one wet area for children to play at. That's very cool. And then they're going to have a place where you can do. Interesting. Is there like a restaurant? It looks like there's no Shrek restaurant. There's only going to be snacks. So interesting. That's very interesting. That's this. No. Yawning. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys. Okay. Speaking of no restaurants, Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants Bikini Bottom, which also they have that Nickelodeon fun up. Very cool. Go, guys. You guys ready for the land for SpongeBob? So it looks like there's gonna be the Jellyfish Fields Jamboree, and this is gonna be a flat. Looks like it's gonna maybe it's teacups of some sort or something. Pink jellyfish where you float above. Well, it's just float, so maybe it's like a ride where you like lift up and go around in a circle. But that looks like there's another ride like that already in the Jurassic area. There's gonna be a bus here. I assume this is gonna be one of those buses where it goes in circles. You know, you're in the bus and it goes kind of like around in circles and whatnot. So very cool. And then there's also going to be this one as well, where you can like blast people with water. Very cool. Kids will enjoy that. And then this is another one where we'll get a story attraction somewhat. Mrs. Puff Boeing School, which will probably allow you that it's not going to be super story driven, but it will be at least the Boeing School. And then you're going to have it be, you know, going through the course like SpongeBob does and all that. And it even says at one point, yeah, even spin backwards. So I wonder if these vehicles can turn 360 then, similar to the Fast and Furious vehicles. And then there will be SpongeBob and Friends, and there's also going to be the Glovewood Midway, which I assume has a bunch of games. And then also Gone Jellyfish. Okay, yeah, Gone Jellyfishing, and then there's also going to be Chiron, Gary, and the Great Snail Race. Interesting. I wonder if that's a show, or if that's just going to be like a mini attraction on the side of the road. It's going to be a wet area to play with as well. Also says snap a picture of Larry the Lobster. I wonder if it's just going to be like a cutout, or if it's going to be like it's going to be a 3D cutout type thing, or is it going to be something where like there's a character there? But him always being there makes like maybe not. So then you dine at Goofy Goobers. So they're gonna have Goofy Goobers to go, but we might not have the restaurant. I don't know, but they're not advertising the Krusty Krab as a restaurant. That's kind of disappointing, to be honest. Welcome in, Kobe. How do you think of the park's lands? I mean, I like the lands. I hope that the rides entertain. This Minions ride looks like it has the potential to be one of, if not the most themed one attraction, because it's going to use a lot of land and it's going to be in the middle of the park. All right. Illuminations, Minions versus Minions. Bello Bay Club, everyone. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of water stuff here. A game of golf. Okay, so there's a golf here. I assume that costs extra, so we'll see if I do that or not, because I assume that's going to cost extra. I don't think it's going to be a pot. That'd be insane line to get people to go golfing. And there'll also be this boat ride. Okay, so this is the... Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning. So it's the Bello Bay Cruise, which is going to be one of these, where it's going to be one of those like boat rides similar to Grizzly Rapids, but probably, or I guess Popeyes is better if you've been on Popeyes over in Florida. But there'll be no drop or anything, I assume, unless it's a small one. But mostly it's going to be this boat walking around, and you're going to just have minions on the side. So yeah, that'd be fun. Interesting. It says Bello Bay Golf Park Derby, so that must be another ride too. So that one could have a little bit more theming too, even though there's no picture of it. And then it looks like you get some bites here, along with a restaurant. And so this is kind of like an expanded, if you've been to Universal Studios Hollywood, that Minions area, that play area, it's like that's been expanded out and added some like flat rides and stuff like that. All right, here's Jurassic World Adventure Camp, which I think this one could become my favorite because I like the TV show it's based on. No, Kobe, no, no, do not expect that. I do not expect that. We've never gone day one to almost anything that's like that. So no, do not expect that. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, all right, Jurassic World Adventure Camp, everyone. So this is gonna be based on the movies a little bit, but also I think the Netflix show a lot as well. And it looks like there's gonna be stuff where you can encounter dinosaurs after they have hats, maybe also when they have hats. Awesome, thank you for showing off the emotes. There's going to be a coaster here, so you can see right here. There's gonna be this coaster right here. It's probably gonna be one of, if not the most thrilling ride in the park, and it'll probably be a little bit more than the Hagrid's ride, if not just like the Hagrid's ride. There'll also be Mr. DNA's double hex spin, which you can see kind of right here. This is gonna be a ride where like it's on an elevated platform, and I think it's gonna be almost similar to that ride that we see at Sesame Street, where it just spins you around in the air and all that. Well, Kobe, so you know, the reason there's no Back to the Future is because it's for children, and then children, not that there are kids that like Back to the Future, but this is aimed at more IPs that are a little bit more like dinosaurs. You know, like that's something that like, and they're talking like 10 and under, Kobe. We're not talking people that are even 12. I mean, maybe, but like we're talking that this park is made for younger people and families. That's what they're aiming for. So that's where you have to put expectations. Like we can put whatever expectations we want in this place. I think that there are things they could have done to make it a little bit more appealing to a general audience, not just children. But that's not what they were thinking. And so hopefully this works out, you know? Oh, interesting. There'll also be another ride here too that has bumps. So wow, there's so many. So three rides. Oh, it's gonna be one where you just drop. Okay. Very cute. So this is gonna be a jumping jellyfish right here. That's what that's gonna be like. I predict that's gonna be very similar to jumping jellyfish. And then there's gonna be two play areas. It's going to be a lookout tower and the padlock play. There'll also be baby dinosaurs and a up close hatching of a velociraptor. So we'll be able to see one of the raptors get born. So there's also going to be a restaurant here, which makes sense that they want to have a Jurassic restaurant. Jurassic Wood Outfitters, which is at our theme park as well. If you guys don't know, will be there as well. And that's Supply Depot. So yeah, that's Jurassic. Very excited for that. Bumpy will be a part of it as well. Bumpy is from the new shows, the new Jurassic show on Netflix. So yeah, very excited for that. And then we have DreamWorks Troll Fest, which I think is our last land, if I'm not mistaken. Talk about. So this area is going to have a bunch of play areas and I think two rides and a dance area. And the dance area actually looks inside for this one, so that's very cool. So there's going to be Hair in the Clouds ride, which is this, where you're going to go on. Actually, this is going to be the other one I thought was going to be like the one at Sesame. This is 100% the one at Sesame. It looks just like it, the one at Sesame Street, and it even goes from the bottom to top. So awesome! They're all different. Um, and then there's also going to be areas where you can meet Poppy and friends. Very cool. I hope we get some new. I don't know who it's going to be, but I hope we get someone new that we haven't seen at All Park yet. Right here, there'll be a dance party. I think that this is inside, and let me show you why in a minute. Um, trying to see if there's anything else, but there'll be like a Poppy playland, there'll be a garden, and just more areas to relax or like for your kids to actually go play. Oh, oh, it's a salon. So kids are gonna be able to get their hair done, I think, in Trolls or whatever, like form or something fun like that. And there'll also be another area for Trolls to eat. And then, so it looks like there might be a restaurant or two snack areas. Oh, there's one more. I totally forgot about this because they didn't add this with the Shrek one. DreamWorks Puss in Boots de la Mort. So my wife's gonna love this. My wife loves spring rides, so we'll be doing this. You can see on this artwork here that you got Puss in Boots here, Kitty Softpaws, and Pietro right here. They all appeared in the last Puss in Boots movie. This would be super cute. I'll probably be playing Fearless Hero and some other songs as well. Um, they're gonna have the Swings over Delamar. That's gonna be super nice. Flying Carousel. I wonder at nighttime how it looks. I'm gonna be excited to see it at nighttime. Though we won't be there at nighttime too much. We might even not even see it at nighttime that much, to be honest, because it's gonna be summer. Unless they close super late, we might not have a chance. But I'll do my best. Um, there's also gonna be a show here for Delamar's Heroes. You're gonna have Mama Luna's Adopted Kitty. And this is where you're gonna have a couple of characters as puppets, do a little show and some other stuff. Um, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, ew, because it's not. No, wait. You guys can't see the screen at all right now. You can't. Wait. That's annoying. Oh, no wonder people are leaving. Oh, I can't do anything. Here. Let me do this. Is that working now? Sorry about that. That makes a lot more sense why you guys are just like bored because you're just watching me talk about stuff. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know it wasn't showing because on my screen it was showing that it was showing. So I apologize for that. No wonder people are leaving and getting upset because I'm not doing my normal thing. Here's the Puss in Boots stuff. Thank you for pointing that out because I was just like, yeah. So here's this. I'll have to go back up and do some small stuff, but you can see the characters are paying on here. This would be a cute little ride. At nighttime, it'll probably be even better and all that. Um, oh, interesting. So you guys were even seeing in. That makes so much sense. All right. Well, that's the main parts of the land. Let me go up here and just do a recap so you guys were able to see. But here's the basic layout, everyone. As you can see, it's going to be the hotel here. Also, why are you sleeping? Sorry, 1 second. My phone keeps going to sleep, and it's like you're good. I just want to make sure everything's good. Okay, really quick recap because I do have to go in a little bit, but this is going to be where you enter right here. That'll be a photo op. It looks like right here. Then there's going to be the opening here of 300 rooms. This is the pool. You're going to come in. Right here will be Gabby's Dollhouse and the Isle of Curiosity. So kind of the main hub area as you enter. The minions are in the main middle part of the park. Then you have Trolls, which will be right over here, which will slowly go into the Shrek area. And then you go to Puss in Boots. And then you go to Jurassic. Well, kind of Minions Jurassic. I'm not sure how this is going to work. If this is just you can walk here or if you have to go through Minions a little bit. And then over here is SpongeBob. So let me know in the comments below what you guys most excited for. I'll show you guys some more artwork in a second. I'm sorry we couldn't see. You guys would have seen good stuff before. That's very annoying. But you got Shrek here and his little hut over here may have kind of different materials. I guess they're doing it differently for whatever reason. I know probably save money, but also I don't know. Hopefully, there's a story reason. SpongeBob right here with like a water area. And once again, we will try again. If I can film the rides, I'll do it. But there's a chance we won't be able to film on the rides. We just won't know until we get there. So we'll do it. And if not, we'll just film around the park and all that. Yes, yeah. People are excited about SpongeBob. Yes, people are very excited about SpongeBob. So I'm kind of curious about which of the lands will be ranked the best and which ones draws the most people. You would think SpongeBob, Minions, and Minions are multiple places though, but SpongeBob, Minions, and Shrek are the three. But this is the only, if correct me if I'm wrong, the only theme park that I know of that has a SpongeBob area. So this could really be the only time that we get something like that. And the boarding school ride, I think, will be pretty popular because it's based on the show and also just other factors, like it has a little bit of a story and whatnot. So yeah. But good morning, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Sorry you guys can't see. Anytime you guys notice that I'm doing something weird, say, wait, are you showing us things? Because you're not showing us anything. The Jurassic, I think I'm most excited for Jurassic just because of the meet and greets and stuff. And like they're gonna have a mini show of like a dinosaur being born in front of you. I think I'll really like the Jurassic area a good amount because of that. It's the most like air quote mature, I think, out of them as well. So that makes sense. Trolls, I think it'd be fine. My only issue of Trolls, I wish it would be, do they have indoor shows? We're not sure. They haven't announced what's indoor or not, but it looks like there might be one or two things. But we'll film what they let us. It's up to them. I can't do anything about it. You know, it's kind of up to them on what they choose. All right, let's go here. So what we can see, this looks like an indoors area for Trolls. So this looks like this is going to be the dance party and should be indoors, which would make sense. But once again, nothing's been confirmed. This is just concept art. As you can see, it's not real people. This is going to be where you can eat with Puss in Boots right here. I want a picture of this Puss in Boots art for sure, 100%. I hope that the Mexican food's good. Tex-Mex probably, so not as good as California, but whatever. It's weird there's no Krusty Krab. Super weird that they're not going to do a Krusty Krab. Here's the show. You guys can see there'll be Puss in Boots here, Pietro, the mama. These are the characters that all showed up in Puss in Boots Last Wish. And so this should be somewhat covered, but it could also be outside. It's hard to tell. There are benches here, so we'll do our best to get you guys a good view of this show for both the live stream and offline. And then we're gonna have this one. This is the Mr. DNA ride. Oh, so it's one of those ones where it just like, yeah, it goes around. Very cool. So here's another look at the coaster on the other side. It's coming down. I think it's gonna be as intense as the Hippogriff ride, but maybe a little bit longer at Universal. So hopefully that's fun. Q's gonna mainly be probably outside. Hopefully this will be some dinosaur facts or something cool like that. This is the Shrek ride I was telling you guys about before, where like you were gonna be. It's kind of like when you're like. I don't know if you guys did this as a kid or your parents did this as a kid, but it's kind of like when you would set up your stuffed animals or like made your own mini ride in the house, and then you would push yourself or have someone be pushed through an area. That's what they're kind of doing here. They're retelling the story of Shrek and Fiona's love to their own children, and so you're gonna be in these cute little mobiles and go around and hear the story. Once again, I hope Universal lets us film because I will film this ride and the Boeing School, and I'll film all the attractions they let us. Basically, that's my thing. And then right here, this is one of the Minions play areas. They're doing the purple Minions and the yellow ones, which I like. It gives it kind of a defining taste. Like not all the lands are going to be kind of like this. So all the Minions. So I like that the purple's here to give it a new texture and color instead of just the Minion yellow. And then here's one of the SpongeBob rides. Here's the one we were talking about before. So it looks like it's going to be similar to Dumbo, but there's two, which is nice because that allows then. Well, it's also going to not let you control it. It'll be going up and down. So this will be this is the jellyfish ride that they were talking about. Yeah, Jellyfish Field. It's very cute. And you got SpongeBob up here. So I think a lot of people will love this. This is in Texas. We will be going live there. I can't guarantee of how much I can film. That will all be up to Universal and what they tell us. But I will film as much as they let us when we go. And here's the Trolls coaster as well. You can see that. Here's the Troll coaster. I think they already have one like this in Florida. So, and then this is going to be like just a ride that you go in and spin on and stuff like that. So very cute. Kobe, we don't have a official date, but let me show you. So this is from Wednesday, guys. This is from Wednesday. This is what they're doing right now. They're doing this just Wednesday. So it's November, right? So as you can see, we're getting close. I think this could open before May, but I think the latest would be May, hopefully. I could be wrong. Oh, is this all the photos? That'd be cool if it's every photo in the whole thing. Here's some of the ride vehicles being put up. Here's the Mr. DNA ride being put up right now. When was this? October 25th. So a lot of the rides have been being put up as well. But there's no expected date. I would say May to play it safe, but like won't know. And Jen and I will be going around June to Texas most likely. My brother's also having another baby around my birthday, so that baby better watch out and not take my birthday. It's not yours. I'm sorry. That's not how it works, baby. I was here first. But I do like this Mr. DNA's on all these. So Mr. DNA, they're trying to make him into more of a character. I hope they have a Mr. DNA meet and greet, but they probably won't. Maybe just like a photo op with them. But you can see right here, this was back in October, everyone. But the coaster's being completed already. Like you got the coaster right here. This is the Jurassic coaster next to Mr. DNA. So I think these are all the pictures on this page. Yeah, sorry. Let's see. Let's go to the page before and see if there's anything else, and then we're gonna get out of here soon. So let me go to this. How many pictures you got? 18 pictures. Okay. So this was in September. This is more of them signing up the coaster behind the scenes. This is gonna be the drop ride. There's gonna be a ride where it's like jumping jellyfish kind of where you're gonna like moderately go down. So that's probably what that was. More stuff. This is all the stuff in the back that they're gonna put up, and they'll high end both for the weathering effect and also so people just probably will see what it is. Looks like some ride vehicle stuff right here. Ooh, look at this. This is the SpongeBob ride being set up. That's probably that SpongeBob ride being set up, and then this is the other Jurassic ride that you'll be going on to up in the air. Very cool. Let's go back one more page and see if there's anything big here. Here's the Shrek cars that they're gonna be in. Looks like it fits probably 4 to 6 people if you're lucky. Um, but yeah, the onion on there that gives it away. It's the Shrek stuff. Oh, that's cute. On the back, there's a bumper for the kids. Cute. But yeah, with how far they've come, I would assume this should be open within 6 months, would be my guess, with how much progress they're making. There will be issues, though. I will say this, there will be issues with some of the timing because there'll be snow and rain. If you guys don't know, Texas gets a bunch of that, so it could be a lot. Favorite ride from you? I have no idea, Kobe. I have not been there, so I'm not gonna make a judgment. I am excited about all of it. It all looks really good. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you guys want to go watch a recap, please do. Sorry that at the beginning didn't have the pictures, but just again the recap, Puss in Boots stuff, Trolls, Jurassic, which will be based on both the movies but also the Netflix show, if you guys have ever watched those before, and Minions based on the second movie, but there'll be, I'm sure, Minion references galore. SpongeBob SquarePants, which will have a flat ride where you do the bowling school along with getting to eat at not the Krusty Krab, or at least I'm not advertising the Krusty Krab. So yeah, and then Shrek, there'll be a ride here too. No official dark rides or anything, guys. And also, here's the map one more time, and there will be Gabby's Dollhouse. She'll be having some sort of dance area and meet and greet stuff as well. So we'll be excited to meet the characters, have a good time. Hopefully, get over there next summer. If something happens or we can't make it there, then that's unfortunate. But we'll get over there as soon as possible. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, safe journeys. I will have a new video out at about 10 a.m. this morning, and we'll have more and more videos coming out. So thank you guys so much for being patient as I get my Texas and Fallout content out. Until next time, safe journeys, and I'll be live, everyone, this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we'll see you guys live soon.